local, national, and international. So if we ain't live on them, they're gonna start texting my phone like I already got
It's
seven
gonna
seven
start
seven.
melting. Oh yeah.
You see at the bottom right there. Like, where's y'all show? What y'all doing? And I ain't got it on. What is going on?
All right, boom, we're there.
Call in tech support, right?
Yeah.
Call in.
Here we go.
Welcome to the show that talks about Tulsa, people making a difference in the Tulsa community, special guest interviews, spotlighting local businesses, to covering important issues within the community no one else is talking about, the hot topics, and more. Ladies and gentlemen, this is World One Development's news you can use with your host, Mr. Charlie Harper.
Charlie.
A.K.A. Charles Harper, and the wonderful and most fabulous Damali Wilson.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to World One Development's News You Can Use. We want to thank everyone for either listening to the radio, watching us on Facebook Live, and on www.kbob899.com, or tuning into any of the News You Can Use media networks, which are powered by World One Development. We really appreciate that. I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss Damali Wilson.
And I'm Charles Harper. It's Wednesday, a.k.a. Hump Day, June 12th. 2024, and we are live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use Media Network, powered by World One Development. We are set for an exciting show, you guys. You better call your mama and tell them. You can dial in at 918-856-3873 or post your comments on our Facebook Live feed at World One Development.
So on today's show, the medical report with Dr. Andre Perdue. We'll be sharing things that you need to do to be prepared for the heat of Juneteenth this weekend.
Yep. We'll also talk about 111 Project at Possum Trot and Juneteenth with our special guest live in studio, Chris Campbell,
Manita,
and Richard Forney, live in studio.
And of course, our Hump Day hot topics, which are the trial of Lieutenant Marcus Harper, TPD officer, is happening right now, and historian and community activist Christy Williams is now a National Geographic wayfinder. Birthdays and more.
This is news you can use right here on KBOB 89.9 FM and simulcast on the News You Can Use Media Network, powered by World One Development. You know what?
What's that?
We are back.
We are back.
Lord, we're back.
So we apologize for the technical difficulties, but that kind of happens. You guys have been rolling with us. You know that happens from time to time, and we just correct the problem and move on. So that's what we're doing. So News You Can Use is all about shedding some light on the positive happenings in our community. There are many great businesses, programs, and events occurring in our neighborhood, and we felt the community needed to hear about those things, one, so we can support, and two, so we can be informed.
That's right. What's going on, family? I'm Charles Harper, Chief Executive Officer of World One Development, which includes fitting back in Edgerate Youth and Family Fun Center, 36th Street North Event Center, and Oklahoma Community Support Coalition. My job, because the world wants to know, is to provide leadership for all aspects of World One Development with an emphasis on long-term goals, growth, profits, and a return on that investment. And I am so excited and I am so elated to be one of the creators of this phenomenal show.
And I'm Damali Wilson, Chief Operating Officer for World One Development. And my job is designing and implementing business operations and establishing policies that promote company culture and vision. I am also in charge of social media for all of the World One Development entities. If you would like to advertise your business or organization on this show or any of our other individual platforms, please inbox me your contact information on Facebook Messenger so we can talk. And I'm also happy and elated to be one of the creators of this phenomenal show.
Damali,
What's cracking?
how are thou doing?
You know what? I am pretty warm today.
You a little warm?
Little warm.
It's definitely hot outside.
It is.
It feel like it's cooling down in here.
Well, that's just because you turned down the air
You know what?
conditioner.
I think it might be hot because we got a hot show today.
You know what? You might be right.
Y'all
You
don't know.
might
Y'all
be
jump
right.
in, y'all.
Yes.
Sorry for the delay, but we gonna turn it all the way up. We
Yes.
gonna have a good time.
Yes.
Start sharing this video because we got some news that you're gonna be able to use. But you know what?
What's that?
We had a busy last week and weekend.
You know what? We've been going hard in the paint for about the last couple of months, but last weekend was definitely, or last week, I should say, last Tuesday, if you guys did not know, we burned out of here and went to Omaha, Nebraska. Now, I know y'all probably like, what is in Omaha? That's the same thing we thought when we went there the first time, like,
And
what,
it's
3 years
more
ago?
than just corn huskers, too. You know,
Exactly.
corn huskers. There's a lot more that's
Right.
going on. We went down to the Empowerment Network 17th Annual Rebuilding the Village Conference and Reviving Black Businesses.
Absolutely. And keynote speaker, if you guys have never heard of Eric Thomas,
Wow.
E.T., the hip hop preacher. If you've never heard of him, you need to go Google him.
Yes.
He was a keynote speaker, and I'm telling you, he was worth every second. You know, we've been to this conference. This is our third time now, right? And the first 2 times we went, Magic Johnson was there, so he was a keynote speaker. A phenomenal, you know, speaker, you know, entrepreneur, you know, and just all around cool guy, you know, to know. But I'm telling you, E.T. did his thing. You know what I mean?
And a lot of people, if they don't remember him, if you remember the guy that was a motivational speaker, and he said that when you want to make it as bad as you want to breathe,
then
you got to go beast mode.
Yes.
He's that guy from 20 years ago.
Yes.
And it's morphed into something where he's now the #1 motivational speaker
in the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he is a guy who came from the streets of Detroit. So he wasn't somebody that was, you know, Ivy League, you know, with a silver spoon in his mouth. I mean, he literally came from the streets, and now he is the #1 motivational speaker in the entire world. And so, you know, just sharing his journey and what he's, you know, been through. So it was, you know, very inspirational for us. We picked up a lot of nuggets that we're going to be sharing on our social media platforms with everybody. But I want to give kudos to Tulsa. We showed up.
Yes.
First of all, we came down there 30 strong. For the conference, but then, we were just everywhere.
We said Tulsa,
yeah,
and it kept being just
more and more.
But shout out to Willie Borney.
Yes.
I mean, he's been coordinating this. If you don't know Willie Borney, Google him. He is a powerhouse.
Absolutely.
He brought together not just Tulsa, it was New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
It was Lansing, Michigan.
Yes, Kansas City.
Kansas City was in the house.
Memphis.
Memphis was in the house. North Carolina was in the house.
There's actually about 15 different cities that are now a part of this empowerment network, which actually started in Omaha, Nebraska. And it is for us. It's for Black folks. You know, I mean, this is an organization that is ran by and, you know, predominantly just of people of color, just to show that we can come together, we can, you know, do what we need to do in our communities in order for us to excel. So amazing, you know, conference. But also one of the things that I wanted to shout out Tulsa about is because we had 3 different segments where we actually presented. So Charles and I did a segment together, which was about
cultural events with a little bit of flavor that we do here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So that went across pretty. And then I see the councilwoman talked about voting.
Yes.
And why that's important. Then you had LaShawn and Mr. Terrell.
Yeah.
Ellison, and they talked about development.
EIG and development. Yeah.
They're doing big stuff. But anyway, y'all stay tuned. Look at our Facebook page.
Yes.
We did a lot of live videos, a lot of pictures, and all of that. So just check it out there.
Absolutely. So, JB.
What's up?
What? Hey. I see that your Boston Celtics did their thing.
Good job. Good to see y'all.
Yes, good to see you too.
I ain't seen y'all in a couple weeks.
It ain't been a couple weeks. It was just last week.
Yeah.
Bro.
Boston Celtics handling their business.
Just like you said.
Just like they supposed to.
Yes.
One more game or 2.
Yes.
And they'll be the national champions.
He said they'll be a national champions, and it's over with.
They will be the NBA.
Yeah,
NBA champions,
yes. That is hilarious because as I was watching the game, when they were getting close to winning, I was like, okay, I know JB is probably jumping up and down, and he's going crazy.
But you know what they did, Damali?
Yeah.
They did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
They held serve.
Yeah.
They had the first home games.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to kick off till they go back to Dallas, which is
tonight. Yes.
And Kyrie Irving,
I think they got hit with one of them Eric Thomas speeches. You know what I'm talking about?
You think so?
Right.
Yes.
This is Eric Thomas that Damali and Charles mentioned a while ago. Anyway, this guy is really big. I think they listened to his speeches because he went to Denver the year Denver won the national championship, and he was their motivational speaker. Denver didn't renew his contract though.
Well, and he mentioned that while we were at the conference. He was like, "Well, you didn't bring me back, so."
And they didn't win the championship, so I think he's rolling through Boston. We just don't know it.
JB, Eli is saying that our mics are off. No. Eli, can you hear us? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I see audio, so I don't know why the mics will be off.
We were talking and now we're not talking?
Yeah, we're talking.
we got a lot of people on.
Yeah, so y'all let us know if the mics are off. Yeah.
I can hear Damali and JB.
Oh, you can hear JB and Damali. They can't hear you.
Charles' mic is not on.
What did you do?
Charles is in there.
Charles is in there too? Say something.
Say something. Can you hear me now? I've been saying a whole lot too.
Khalil said, "Turn my father's mic on, man."
He did that.
No, Charles' mic is not off.
I ain't touch him. It wasn't me.
If it is, it's a.
Still off?
Charles's mic is off.
Charles' mic is off.
Charles, what is going on with your mic?
Is it plugged up?
Charles, your
I don't
mic is
know.
on. You can hear yourself talking, right?
Can you hear yourself? Can you hear
I
yourself?
can hear myself.
Yeah, you're on.
No. Wait a minute. Say something. Say
Something.
Something.
I can hear you.
Something.
Oh, he said barely. Maybe you need to give him some more volume.
Yeah.
More volume.
I don't know how to give it more volume. It'll be distorted. Then you guys will be saying the mic is crackling.
Okay. He said barely. I don't know what you got going on.
I don't know what it is, y'all. Barely. We can barely hear in Charles' mic.
Okay.
I'm gonna become part of the tech team.
Uh-oh. Well, I don't know.
Let's roll.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. We told you guys we were having technical difficulties today. I don't know what it is, and but
Yeah, you guys
apparently
are-
Charles has something to say that's going to be profound, and the devil's trying to keep him from saying it. But we're going to make it through. Yeah.
Oh, it's in.
Make sure your cable's tight on your mic, Charles. Right here,
Yeah.
at the mic.
Tight.
At the mic.
Yeah,
y'all-
no,
This
that part. Yeah, that part right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Mic check. Mic
Is that
check,
better,
mic
y'all?
check. Is that a little bit better?
Is that better?
AJ, what that sound like, Mr. Energizer?
Eli laughing.
That's better now? I still can't tell. Because I can hear good. You can,
Yeah,
y'all
and
can hear me good
and we can
too?
hear you in the mic. Yeah. But people on live.
Khalil, he a tech person. He say,
Unplug it and plug it back in.
I think it just did that. Let me try that again.
Yeah. Nope. Eli says nope. It's still not better.
For some reason, Charles' mic is not picking up.
Wow. We don't
Mic
know.
check, mic. Oh, no, you need your mic.
Uh-huh.
Mic check. Mic check.
Yeah.
Is that better?
No, it's real low. I can see it. It's a little low now.
It
Really?
is?
Yeah, you guys might have to share a mic.
No.
He's like,
No,
no.
Mike. Come on, we might have to share a mic.
He said, come on, we might have to share.
If yours will
I don't
move to
know
the
mine.
middle, then that would be
how close mine is
sufficient.
going to go. Okay, how about this?
Oh, now we got to have a fight. Is that better?
And he got more muscles than me, so this is not fair. I'm at a disadvantage.
Still can't hear, brother. All right, y'all can hear me now.
Okay, here we go. Here
If
we
you
go. So
spit
we're
on
going to,
me.
you better stop it. You better
You gotta
stop
keep.
it.
You got to keep it in the middle.
Hey, let's take a
Go
quick
ahead.
break and we're going to come right back.
We gonna come right back,
Dude,
y'all.
You can use.
He's talking about better. That's because we're sharing a mic.
Right.
I wonder what's wrong with this one.
I don't know.
It's
See where it goes in.
the mic is plugged up. It's the same mics on every channel, so whatever's stopping the signal is probably in the board. Maybe you need to reset it, but if I reset it,
That's going to kick everybody out.
you know,
Also, my mic is not.
your mic is working fine. We can hear you. It's the same mic you use every Wednesday. It's the same levels. It's just not hitting on the digital side. Damali's is working. Mine is working. Everybody's is working.
Yeah.
So I might just power this off and power it back on. Maybe it's a
A glitch.
Yes.
glitch.
Yeah.
You know, every now and then the power surge or something. I'm not sure. So we'll just take a quick. Matter of fact,
How close we got to be to this to hear both of us? Can
you
we
don't have to
kinda
be
leave it
that
like
close because your voice is a lot stronger than Molly's. You can be closer to the Molly, and you can still get in there.
I got you.
And I'll just turn it
Bass.
over.
Because we
Yeah.
can't do this because we kind of
No.
talk at the same time. So,
We can share.
all
We
right.
can share. Your voice is just louder than mine.
When we come back,
You want to go to the African American history? The African history, Black history.
we'll do the Black History trivia, and then we'll keep.
Huh? Goldies, we are straightening those out. It's KBOB 89.9, NYCU.FM, news you can use. And now back to more Charles and Damali.
Hey, y'all. We back. All right, so we are going to try to make this work as best as we can. But, hey, it is what it is.
Try your mic, Charles.
Try your mic.
I don't want to try.
Yeah,
I'm done trying stuff for today. I don't want to try nothing else.
It's working again.
It's working. Can y'all hear it?
Because if it ain't working, I'll put it in.
It's
the
working.
trash.
Yeah, I can see it bumping.
Okay.
It is?
It's working. Okay.
All right.
Thank God for small miracles. All right, so we're going to jump right back into this. We're going to move on to the Black History Trivia question. Are we ready? Yeah?
I don't know.
Let's see. Oh, there we ready. Okay, so the Black History Trivia question is this. Remember, no Googling, okay? Who was the NAACP's first field secretary in Mississippi? Key, in Mississippi. Was it A, Medgar Evans, B, Ella Baker, C, Fannie Lou Hamer, or D, John Lewis?
Read that one more time. I'm processing.
One more again. Black History Trivia. Who was the NAACP's first field secretary in Mississippi? Was it A, Medgar Evans, B, Ella Baker, C, Fannie Lou Hamer, or D, John Lewis?
What y'all got on the live? Because I'm struggling right now. JB, what you got? I don't
If
know.
I get this right, we'll be 4-0. I think we'll be 4-0, huh? 3-0, 4-0?
3-0.
Okay, I'm going to go with Medgar Evans.
Medgar Evans would be
I'm
A
going
for
with
JB.
Medgar Evans.
All right, what you
That
got?
is a wild guess.
John Lewis. Kool-Aid says John Lewis, so he says D. AJ says C. Who is C? C is Fannie Lou Hamer.
Fannie Lou Hamer.
Okay.
Because I think that's who it is.
Do you want? Is that your final thought?
Well, it's two reasons why I'm picking it.
Mm-hmm.
One reason because I think it's the answer, and then also I'm not sure. So when you take the ACT, when you don't know the answer, they say you always go with C. And that's been working for me for a little bit. So I'm going with C.
All right. Anybody else? Eli says A. Eli. Okay. Anybody else? All right. We will go.
Let's do this right here. Give some shout outs.
Okay.
So
Cool.
y'all have
You
been
go ahead.
patiently waiting
Yes.
for us, voicing like we've been doing a whole lot.
I know, right? I done wore myself out.
No, what it is we got a outstanding show, you guys. So start sharing it because you know the enemy is always out there. And that's
Yep.
true.
Mhm.
But our special guests we have got in, y'all are in for a treat. Y'all
Yes.
just don't know. We know about
Yes.
the treat. Y'all don't know, and the enemy didn't want us to get y'all the treat. So
Yes.
we're going to have treats in a minute.
Okay.
And some of the people that's on the live that we can see is Mr. AJ Johnson.
Hey,
Out of
AJ.
Little Rock, he down there in the J-Bone Lounge. Mr. Ernest Lynch, which is
Hey,
Studio
Ernest.
Talk, so that's my partner. We also have Gregory Shaw.
Hey, Greg. What's happening?
Kool-Aid is on.
Yes, Kool-Aid. What's
Everybody
happening?
need a friend named Kool-Aid when they get into fights. I got a friend. We got a friend in Kool-Aid. My son Khalil's on. Thank you for
Hey, Khalil.
IT tech things. Elva Stewart tuning in.
Hello, hello.
Grayson, man.
Hey, Eli.
He's on with us. Roxana Owens, welcome.
Hey,
to the
Roxana.
show. Welcome to the show. Also, man, we got a lot of people on, man.
I know. It's just too many people.
They knew. It's the special guest.
Yep.
I know it is.
Secret listeners.
Richard is on. I see
Hey,
you
Richard.
over there. Pandora, not the music.
Don't do
There's
it.
Many, many more. And I'm gonna come
Hey,
back.
hey, hey.
I promise, because we got to go and jump into the show because we're running just a little bit behind.
Yeah, just a little
But
bit.
we're gonna have a great time today.
Yeah, it's going to be okay.
Let's do it.
So today we have some special guests in studio, and we're super excited about this because we actually got the opportunity to do a private pre-screening, and we did that probably about a month ago, maybe.
Right,
Maybe
about
been
that,
about
about
yeah,
that.
about a month ago. And we came on the show because we did the pre-screening, and then the next day was our show, and we told you guys all about this this movie that's going to be premiering. And now you get the opportunity to hear from the people themselves because you heard my story and my soliloquy about it, and I'm gonna say it again. But so now you get to hear from the people themselves. So we are with 111 Project.
Yes.
Who is actually here in studio with us. And we have Mr. Chris Campbell, who is here. We have Manita and Richard, who are actually in studio. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Yes, doing great.
Doing great, good.
Good.
Okay, now Mr. Chris Campbell, you are the executive director.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Right,
Molly?
right.
Anyway, before we get started, because there's so many people listening in locally, nationally, and internationally, just tell them just like a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm a Tulsa native, been here my whole life pretty much, and
Okay.
get a great opportunity to serve churches and community partners around fighting for kids in our state, specifically in the foster care system.
Yes.
But grew up in the city, love Tulsa, but love to travel.
What school did you go to?
I was a Union kid.
Union.
Yeah.
Khalil, that's your place.
Look,
Your
that's
stomping
all-
ground.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, my kids all went to Union. We're going to switch over to the point. Introduce yourself a little bit about where you're from. Ladies first. Come
Ladies
on.
first,
Ladies
okay.
first.
We're both originally from Marianna, Arkansas.
Man, these are Kansans right here. Yes.
We both, I'd say, yeah, we're childhood sweethearts.
Oh, that's so cute.
So we moved here to Tulsa, graduated from Arkansas. I did,
Mhm.
you know, and University of Arkansas,
Mhm.
and then got moved here, working for Phillips Petroleum Company.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then this joker, Richard,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
he graduates from OSU.
Oh.
Electrical engineering, but I kept telling him, it's like, no, God is not calling you to preach.
Right.
But he moves into that, and so we've been pastoring. He's been pastoring for 16 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Church, and so, but I've gotten called into this, got pulled into this,
Right.
this ministry of serving children
Mhm.
and their families that are in the foster care system, and then just encouraging other churches to get involved with it, because
Yes.
it is actually the church that is going to bring the healing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like, Mr. Richard, what you got to say
Oh,
to the
she
mic?
didn't-
Since
she
you went to
didn't-
OSU,
she
the
didn't leave-
Cowboy.
she didn't leave me
No, I know what
anything else to
happens.
say.
She's a Razorback. Arkansas
That's-
Razor. Once she
uh,
said that,
Razorback.
See?
I
We
knew
do the
that.
pig suey?
But
Ah!
yeah, I knew that. But I said I'm not going to OSU like that.
Right.
Come on, Richard, give us a little
Thank
something.
you, thank you. We appreciate that so very much. So yeah, I've been pastoring here for about 16 years, but we've been in Tulsa, and so we've raised our 3 kids here.
Mhm.
You're talking about Union. Raised them in the Union district.
Okay.
They are all Union graduates. And
Yes.
just doing, good things and enjoying what that provided for them. So glad to be a part of the community, which has so much to offer.
Yes, yes. That is so awesome. So let's jump into the 111 Project.
Yes.
What is that organization for folks who don't know?
Yeah, we're like a lot of different organizations in the state who are really trying to advocate for kids,
Mhm.
and I would say even nationally. And so a lot of folks call us a bridge organization or bridge ministry,
Mhm.
where we're really trying to help the folks that are in child welfare, serving kids and families in crisis.
Mhm.
So in our state, 1 in 3 Oklahomans are impacted, touched by the DHS system in some way with services.
Right.
Right.
And so we're really trying to connect the state and the church and try to find ways to serve kids together, because that's the one thing we're all unified on.
Yes.
Is serving kids. And primarily we mobilize local churches,
Mhm.
but we take anybody and want to serve anybody that wants to jump in and help. We need all the help that we can get.
Right.
And so we help recruit and support foster families and partner with agencies that do that. But we also operate a care sharing platform. So
Mhm.
if there's needs in the community, we get those needs out there, let churches and community members jump in and help with those things, from bus passes to car seats to
That's awesome.
utilities.
Yeah. That's
Man,
awesome.
Damali, you know what that sounds like to
Yeah.
me? That sounds like the village.
Okay. Right. Absolutely.
A village to raise a child. And Chris, when you were talking, I was thinking, man, now that's the village.
Mhm.
We meet you where you are.
Right.
Everybody's welcome to make it happen.
Yes.
So I love it.
So One Church, One Child.
That's right.
Are you guys because we have some experience with One Church, One Child, because we used to do events at well, we still do events, but we used to always have One Church, One Child come out and share information with the families that we served. So can you speak about that for a little
they
bit?
are the premier Black foster agency in the country,
Mhm.
and some chapters focus also on adoption. So Valerie's a good friend. She needs to be on the show too.
Right. We'll get Valerie next
But
time.
yeah, they are there to serve Black families in the process of becoming foster and adoptive parents.
Mm-hmm.
And so Valerie's team does a phenomenal job here in the state, and One Church, One Child chapters all across the country
Mm-hmm.
are doing that. So if you're not familiar with your local chapter, you need to get familiar with your local chapter, or you need to start a local chapter, One Child, One Child.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome, because
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that it was nationally. I just thought it was local, but it's
Right.
you said it's
Right.
the largest.
It's the premier Black focused recruitment agency.
That is awesome. I didn't know that either.
We're
Yeah.
gonna make sure we tag that on the live and let people know. That's important to know.
Mhm.
Nothing else today.
Yeah.
We got that piece.
That
Things
that
about our
nugget.
young people.
So, the movie. Let's talk about the movie.
Let's talk about. I know why you want to talk about it.
Why?
I'm gonna let y'all on the live know why the movie is so good. Your mom is on. Welcome
My
to the
mom?
show,
Hey, mommy.
Mr. Carl Collins, welcome to the show.
Hey.
Like Arkansas is in the house.
Okay.
Say, go ahead, Razorback.
Yes.
I knew this movie was gonna be touching because me and Damali got in there and we sat down and within 5 minutes, I didn't look at her. I said, I know she crying.
And I was. I ain't gonna lie.
Top, and I said, oh man, we already hit. We in here 5 minutes. They don't think I did something to Damali. She crying. When they don't know, she'll cry with you.
I will.
If you need it. But
yes.
Anyway, we had some long days.
We had.
You know, and it was in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you texted me and said, I'm so sorry it's early. She must have felt in the spirit.
Yeah. Early bird. You're not an early bird. Yes.
But something said, get up. You know,
yeah.
just like that. I said, Damali, we going.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta go.
Over there. We gotta go see this, you know, like right now. And I'm passing you the mic back. I just want to let them people know that 5 minutes in.
I will not give away. I would like for them to share about the movie because I'll start telling everything. But anyway, but what I will say is that this is a movie that is a must see. And because I think that there are so many misconceptions about adoption, about the children that are in these situations, why they're there, and then what goes along with that, because what I picked up from this movie was that, it takes a certain kind of spirit. Right. To have to deal with some of the baggage that goes along with what these children have experienced. The bottom line is they just want to live a good, regular, normal life like everybody else, right? That's all they want to do. But they have experienced things that have traumatized them in such a way, but do we just throw them away and just forget about them? Right? So yeah.
Possum Trot.
Yeah,
Man, tell the people about it,
yeah.
man. How
So
did it come
this is
about?
a true story based out of Possum Trot, Texas. You're going to have a hard time even finding it on Google.
I never heard of it. I was like, where?
In the woods,
Possum
East
what?
Texas. And this is a true story about dear friends of ours, the Martin family, who their little church, Bennett Chapel, leaned into becoming foster and ultimately adoptive families.
Sure.
And so their little church of about 30 people fostered and ultimately adopted 77 kids.
Wow.
Wait, say that again. How many people's in their church?
Little small rural church of 30 people.
And how many kids did they adopt?
77.
Okay, y'all.
Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, so much so the state came back to them and said, hey, that's we don't need any more families right now.
Wow.
Within a 100-mile radius, there's not a kid that needs a home.
Wow.
So they focus specifically, foster care, the goal is reunification. So we want to get kids back with their biological families.
Sure.
But what the Martins in their church really specifically focused in on is these kids that needed to be adopted.
Yeah.
And so in Oklahoma, we have about 80 kids right now. I'm sorry, about 400 kids that need to be adopted across the country. There's about 100,000 kids.
Oh, God.
So this movie is about stirring up that support, recognizing that, hey, we all are probably a little messed up,
right,
and a little complicated.
Yeah.
And it's out of sometimes those that are closest to the need that can do the greatest amount of work and solve some of the most complicated problems. And so I think this is something that locally every community needs to wrestle with, to say, hey, what about the kids? What do we do?
Yeah.
And from the church community, we got a mandate.
Right.
This is not an optional thing for us.
Sure.
To
Preach it.
Yeah.
It says that we're there to take care of the lonely and put them in families.
Right.
And Jesus specifically said, hey, we do this to the least of these. We invite a
Yeah.
stranger into our home.
Yeah.
And we care for them. And so I think every community, every church, this movie's going to inspire them, going to challenge them. And it's a true story that you can't walk away with.
Yes.
Away from saying, hey, what do we do?
Yeah.
And so that's why I love the Forneys here and their personal story,
Right.
How their families gotten involved. And I think it's important for folks to realize this is not something for somebody else. This is something that we all got to ask, like, hey,
Look in the mirror.
how can I contribute?
Right.
We can all do something, right?
Yeah.
We can all be a part of it in some way.
So let's hear from the Forneys about what you guys' experience is with foster care and why you got involved.
Okay, so from a church perspective,
Yes.
we had a situation where there were two teenagers that had been attending our youth services.
Right.
And I didn't know that they were being fostered by a kinship placement. What ended up happening was they were Native American, and that particular home, I guess it was closed for whatever reason, and the caseworker called Pastor Richard, who was at home, called him and said, you know, what do you want us to do with these two boys? They're going to go to a home.
Oh, wow.
You know,
Right.
and he calls me on the phone
Mhm.
and say, Anita, can we house these two boys? You know, and I said, what is the Lord saying to you?
Yeah, let's talk about what the Lord is saying.
So then, you know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I surrender to
Mhm.
that. Of course.
Right.
You know, you're not
Right.
knowing what you're getting into.
Sure.
And so I say, yes, but for how long? Give me a date. I need a deadline because this requires so much sacrifice.
Yeah.
But I did not know
Mhm.
the sacrifice.
Mhm.
Okay? So I say yes. Boys come into our home.
How old are they, if I can ask, at the time?
I think they were 14 and
They teenagers.
12.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
stuff in the story.
Right. Not the cute babies. Yeah.
Story. It was
Right.
the stuff
That's
in
why
the
y'all gotta go.
Right.
Yeah, and so we bring them in, and that was my first eye opener to foster care.
Mhm.
I was like, wait, this is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I end up going on just because I needed help. I ended up going on a 111 project bus tour. This is at the very beginning of 111.
Right.
They take us through the life of a foster child.
Right.
You know, stopping at the Lord Esther shelter, well, the Child Abuse
Mhm.
Network, then the
Mhm.
shelter, then down to juvie, and then we go to court,
Mhm.
and there was a judge
Mhm.
that's sitting, because I was getting ready to give up.
Mhm.
She's sitting with her gavel, and there's a lawyer
Mhm.
that's standing talking a little bit about it. And you have pastors' wives that's in this courtroom, and she pounds her gavel down loud. It is the church's responsibility to take care of the widow and the child and the orphan. Now, if you don't do something, this is their last stop. They're going to prison. It is your responsibility.
Oh, wow.
And at that point,
Put it
I was
on.
like, no matter what I was feeling, because we'd been in it for months at that point.
Mhm.
No matter what I was feeling, you know, if you are a believer and you said Jesus is Lord, doesn't matter what it feels like, you're just going to go through it. And
Mhm.
so that's our first introduction into it. And so now we have this avenue with 111 Project
Yeah.
to be able to put our arms around families that are fostering, families that are, you know, adopting, even families that desire to foster, and in terms of providing them the tools and resources that they need. You know.
Yeah.
I love
That's
it.
what our church does
Richard?
to care for them.
It sounds like it was your fault.
Yes, it's your fault, Richard.
And talk about what you and the Lord talked about.
That's
With your wife in this
that's exactly
situation.
what I heard. Yeah. So yeah, it was one of those things where you have a need, you got to respond. And fortunately, I was wise enough at that moment to call her before I came home. Because you know, sometimes we can make those spontaneous decisions to move.
Yeah.
And fortunately, God said, "Don't do it."
Mhm.
Call her first, and
Right.
she was responsive to the need that was there.
Yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
we were able to step in and provide the type of support that was needed for that family at that time, and it really did take us into an avenue of where I believe that God is saying this is something that you need to be involved in, practical, and so it shows up throughout our church, throughout really our family.
Right.
Something that just continues to happen.
Yes.
Let's do this, Damali, because now you can see the heart of Chris and the heart of the Ponies. And we love your heart, and thank you for doing
Yes.
it. Thank you for listening to the Lord, and thank you for doing this thing. But now we want to jump in to why all these people on the live need to plug in and see this. Where can they follow it? It takes it. What does it cost? Where can they get
Yeah, this
Hospital
movie's
Trial?
coming out by Angel. So Angel Studios, they did The Sound of Freedom last year. And the movie's officially called Sound of Hope. And so you can go to angel.com, but you can also go to the 111 Project website, look up Sound of Hope, and buy tickets. What's really special is AMC and a lot of theaters across the country are doing a special pre-showing
Yes.
on Juneteenth. And so tickets are available. So if you want to be the first people in the country to see the movie, you can get on Angel's site right now, buy tickets ahead of time, go see it.
What is the Angel site again?
It's
Slow down.
angel.com.
My mind.
Yeah.
Because I know these people like doing this. So
Angel.com.
Yeah, angel.com.
Angel.com.
And then the project, where can they go?
Yeah,
to follow?
so 111project.
111project.org.
We've
Gotcha.
got links on there and about buying tickets and helping you rent out a theater if you want to rent out a theater as a community organization or church or a business.
I like that.
You know, I do think this is one that is for family, right? In the sense of your community, rallying around, and I would especially say to the Black church, you know, hey, this is a great opportunity for you to mobilize your congregation, bring some awareness, because one of the big challenges that comes from the movie, you guys didn't even talk about this, is how do we be community? How do we really support one another?
Right.
In the hard and in the good.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
So the movie leaves, whether you get involved with foster care adoption at all,
Yeah.
it's going to leave you inspired about, hey, do I got my people rallied around this
Right.
together and raising kids?
How
and
can we
doing the
support?
things and-
Yeah.
Let's do this. We'll do a little pivot because we had our little technical difficulties. Because we do have our other special guests here live in studio.
Mm-hmm.
But what we want to do is trying to like make sure we marry it together. And we know her schedule is hot.
Yes.
Juneteenth is this weekend.
Yes.
So we're gonna take a quick pause to let her on for 5 minutes.
And then
we're
we'll
gonna
come
allow
back.
y'all to come back and wrap up on the other. Is that cool?
That's cool.
'Cause we're gonna-
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna
All
take like a quick commercial break, and we're gonna come right back with Miss Lauren Corbett Evans.
Yes.
Y'all, we finna-
Yes.
We'll be right back. KBOB 89.9 FM. World One Development News you can use. Charles and Damali. We'll be right back, y'all.
Managing all the
You
things.
come back,
You guys
yeah.
are doing a great job.
Thank you.
All the moving parts.
So we'll put.
Where do you want her? Right here?
Yeah.
Or right here
And
in
then
front of
y'all-
the camera?
She's right there.
Come on, sis, right here.
Thank you so much. Okay, Lizzie, I gotta hang out, so I'll text you.
I like that shirt.
And
I
like
need that.
Thank you,
Yes, that's cute.
I'm trying to get it together, y'all. It's rough out here.
Uh-oh.
It's okay.
Oh, see how your head's supposed to sound. We got you. That's what you're over here with us.
Help me today.
You know.
It sounds great.
Yes.
The fashion show was bomb.
We were out of town, so we missed it.
People on here.
Just say it was sold out. It was sold out.
So we wasn't gonna let you
Uh-huh.
get out of here
We-
without.
We missed it.
Lizzie, I'm on the air.
Yeah.
What you getting on them?
If you
Like,
go-
okay,
if
fine.
you go to our World One Development page, you can see all the people on. That way you can kind of. Baby, he killed that commercial.
Yeah. Commercial's dope.
He
Mm-hmm.
killed the commercial.
What?
Oh, wow. And just when you thought it was all over.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Lean up. Yeah. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't
Don't
gonna do it
start.
today, Damali.
Don't start.
KBOB 89.9 FM, World One Development News you can use. Charles and Damali, and we are back with our special guest.
We are back. We are back, and we are talking. We are so excited because Juneteenth is just around the. Well, it's here.
Right now.
It's here.
It's
It's here. What am I
official,
talking
like a
about?
revolution.
Yes.
It's all the way in. That
It's
fashion
here.
show.
Yeah, man, and so we missed the fashion show because we were in Omaha, Nebraska, but I heard that it was dope. So first of all, let's say we have Miss Lauren Corbett Evans. I got that. You see, the last time we forgot Evans. We forgot Evans last time. We got it right this time. Right. So she's in the building with us, and she's going to talk to us more about what's going to be happening at Juneteenth and what's going to be going on. We're so excited. Lauren, how are you doing?
I don't even know.
Yeah, she said I don't even know.
I don't even know. I'm excited.
But it's a lot, right?
I'm tired. I'm overwhelmed. All of the things, but it's gonna be absolutely amazing.
It is.
And so, yeah, there's a lot of feelings there. for
Yes.
sure.
We
Tell
gonna
me
talk-
about the fashion show before.
We're just gonna call her a box of mixed emotions.
Yes.
But they all
Yes.
feel good.
Yes.
They
All
feel
good.
It feels
Yeah.
like love. It feels like passion.
Yeah.
Occurring, and I'm trying to get it done for y'all.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, the fashion show. I really wanted to. We really are focusing on like artistry
Yes.
for Tulsa, and that was a part of artistry that we hadn't really. tapped
Yeah.
into.
Yes.
And I think I'm a little fashionable sometimes.
Okay.
Like,
You are. You are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, just incorporate something else in here, and so we had I think a few stylists that really just kind of get clothes from different places and style them together,
Right.
As well as some designers that absolutely put on a show.
Oh, wow.
It was amazing. It was on a rooftop.
Yes.
You know, like,
Yes. The vibe. Oh,
vibe.
yes. I love it. Well, we missed it. I know.
And it was
I
all
know.
official too.
Yeah.
You know how it's official, Damali?
Yeah.
Like you on the rooftop.
Yes.
The energy, it's classic.
Yes.
It's upscale. This wasn't just like thrown together. It's some thought. This was a vision.
Exactly. Exactly.
This was
Yeah.
a vision. And
Whole
it was
vibe.
fulfilled.
Whole vibe.
And when everybody came around the corner and did their little stance and started hitting that wall,
Right.
I wasn't
The
there, but I
catwalk.
was dancing.
Yes.
I was like, man, come on.
I
Like,
think
I
the
could've
good
been
part
in there.
about that is that that's just one segment of what's happening at Juneteenth, and it's a whole week of celebrations going on.
You know what? I am so excited about the fact that you guys are putting on. It's not just about the Juneteenth, just the event or the musical artist. You are branching out. We're moving into wellness, and we have Kid Zone, and we have, just so many different pieces and components, and the educational pieces.
Right.
That's one of my favorite things, because it's like, yeah, we're having a good time and we're partying and we're having these events and stuff, with these national artists, but we're also learning things. And that's what it's all about, is the educational piece. So let's talk about, some of the educational things that are going to be happening.
So I'm really excited about our Freedom Through Wealth
Yes.
event. It is a homeowners initiative, really a real estate initiative, because we talk about home buying, the home buying process, first-time home buying programs that are offered through different banks. We also talk about real estate investment, how to get into real estate investing, how to get into development.
Yes.
And so we'll have some panels that are going to talk specifically to those areas, as well as like some other things that are happening. We have different programs in Tulsa that offer to help with your property taxes, and, things like that. And so I'm really excited about that one.
Right.
I think real estate investing is something that is there and alive and well, and
Right.
that sometimes we just don't know how to get into it.
That part.
And so I'm super excited about just educating our community on how to start, if you want to start, and also how to start small. Because also sometimes we see developers and we're like, oh wow, how did they get there? But they started somewhere.
Yeah.
So really excited about that, and also wellness. We are looking to just kind of educate on what programs are out there in terms of mental health and just keeping your body together and right. And
Yeah.
so that's health fair is gonna also be super dope.
So I think some of the things that really jumped off for me, and if you want to just share a little bit about that, if you have time, the Black Wall Street pitch competition was one. The Justice for Greenwood genealogy workshop.
Wow.
That to me is something huge. The Greenwood brunch.
Yes.
So if you want to hit those and just
For sure. So the genealogy
Yes.
in particular.
Yes.
I was really excited about. So that's actually a collaboration with Justice for Greenwood that we did this year. They were doing some work around educating on genealogy and what it really is. And
Yes.
what it means,
Yeah.
and really how to connect back to what your heritage is. And so they will actually be taking people through the steps of number one, educating, and then they'll take you through the steps of figuring out, what
Right.
what if you are a descendant, particularly of the Black Wall Street race massacre.
I love
and so,
that.
That one happens on Saturday at OSU Tulsa. It's gonna be really dope. The Black Wall Street pitch competition.
Yes.
That's like
Yes.
top tier.
Yeah, that's like your baby, right? Yeah.
So that one we started last year, and really, that pitch competitions have become a big thing.
They have.
in Tulsa.
Yeah.
And so I really wanted to be able to. I want to say first that small businesses and entrepreneurship was something that my mother really
Absolutely.
really pushed.
Absolutely.
And that was her thing. She
That's
wanted
the chamber.
everybody to
Yeah.
be able to work for themselves and start business for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And so that pitch competition came from, just
Mm-hmm.
her ideas around that. And so this year we, again be giving away $25,000 in prizes.
I need that. I'm in. Wait a minute.
Okay,
Give me
25,000. What? I got ideas. Okay, right? Come on now. Yes.
But yes, that's gonna be. We have some really good small businesses that are in that pitch competition.
Yes.
So I'm really excited about that. And there was one more you asked about.
I said Justice for Greenwood, the pitch competition. What was the Greenwood brunch.
Greenwood brunch.
We went last year and it was amazing. Yes. The conversation.
That's
Yeah.
also a partnership that we do with Collective. Chelsea Davis.
Yep.
Yes.
She is a tech entrepreneur who is doing some really, really great work in Tulsa. And we collaborate with her to put on the Greenwood brunch. And what it is it's an invite only. And so I be trying not to say too much because then 2,000 people might text me.
Right.
They get it,
Right.
Right.
But it focuses on creatives.
Right.
And people that are in the creative space in Tulsa and how to network there and how to build as a creative. Sometimes when your brand is yourself,
Yeah.
you know, like it's
Yeah,
hard to
it's
really
difficult,
figure
yeah.
out how to work through that space. And so she actually helps people do that, and it's also a place to just vibe and have a good
It is,
time
yes.
and network with people that are kind of doing the same work.
Let's do this, Damali, because there's so many people on. I want
Yeah.
you to just show them some love. You
Yes.
might not be able to catch it. 'Cause you're gonna
Yeah.
be moving.
Right. Moving and
You
grooving.
gonna see the her. If you don't
Right.
see her, you gonna see my her.
Going.
We got AJ, he in there from Arkansas representing.
Hey,
Greg
AJ.
Shaw, that's
Yeah.
the developer.
Yes.
Mr.
Hi,
Kool-Aid. So we got a lot of local, Mr. Eli Grayson.
Yeah.
I know you know Mr. Eli, Roxana Owens
Yeah.
is in the house. They were telling me about my mic was off a little bit earlier. We got Little Rock, we got St. Louis is in the
Wow.
building.
Yeah.
You know, we got
Shout out
Kansas City
St. Louis.
Yes.
in the building. We got
KC.
Mississippi. We got Atlanta.
Yeah.
Carl Collins in here. We got Seattle.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
So Jonathan Cox is in the building. They Misty
What
Wilson,
up?
welcome to the show. People from everywhere.
Yeah.
Lauren, people be excited for you. Damali and I understand this is a heavy lift. But
Yeah.
This is 10 years.
This is 10
This is 10 years. This is the 10th year, and it seemed like you're like, this is 10. I'm going over the top and above. But
Yeah.
for the people, just speak to them a little bit about how you still appreciate the support, how they show up, and just what to get ready for.
Absolutely. This one is going to be a big one. It'll be a time to remember. And so I just encourage everybody to come out, have a good time, bring your families, bring your friends.
Right.
Tell them about it. Anything that's free, you might as well come out.
Exactly. What else you doing?
What
Yeah.
you doing? Just
Yeah.
come out and vibe with us, have a good time. I really just want to see my people. To be
Yes,
honest,
yeah.
Just to see a field full of people
Yes.
having a great time that are showing love to one another and to us is absolutely amazing. That's what I do it for. And so I'm just excited about seeing everybody, and I hope that everybody will have a great time.
Let's do a couple of housekeeping because people want to get the coolers and throw the beer in it. What can and can't do? Backpacks, any of that?
Yes.
Bring your chairs.
Yes.
Just a few things they need to
So
know.
for sure, bring your chairs. We discourage bringing backpacks because we want to make sure that we keep it safe. But we're not going to be checking your bags and all of those things. And so definitely make sure you're safe. No weapons.
Yes.
No guns.
Right.
We'll have signs that say no weapons so that they know that. As it pertains to coolers, we will check coolers. If you want to bring your water, that's fine. Come out and bring your water in your cooler, but we will check for alcohol. There will be no outside alcohol. And make sure you have your chairs. Yeah.
You know what? And I think one of the things that we want to do is encourage, because this is about education, so we want to educate you. Now is the time to start drinking water. It's going to be warm. I think the temperature is going to be like 94, 96.
So
Yeah.
that's like 100.
Yeah, okay.
in the field.
That part. Yeah, because it's wide open. So you want to start hydrating right now. Because we don't want people falling out. We don't want people having an issue, during the festival. We want you guys to come out, bring your families, have a good time, enjoy the national musical artists, share with,
headliners.
who are the headliners? Yeah.
So we're excited to have Miss Kiki Wyatt
Yes.
on Friday
Yes.
night, amongst some other local talent that I'm really excited about. And then on Saturday we'll have H-Town.
Yes.
Who's
Yeah.
super excited about being in
Yes,
Tulsa,
yeah.
And Miss Tamar Braxton.
Yes.
On Saturday.
And on Friday night, Uncle Bobby and
Uncle
the
Bobby.
Eat Now Band.
Yes.
Are gonna
You know
be-
what? That's what I'm really excited about too. when I went to their performance
At the event, yeah.
Yeah.
it was so good.
Wasn't it?
Right.
Yes. We were grooving.
First off, let me just say, bands in my generation, they got 3 people. It's three band members. The lead singer.
Lord, don't do him like that, Lord.
Right. He got 17 people in the band.
Right.
Okay, maybe it's 13.
Right. But whatever. It's a big number.
That is that
Me neither.
big. You know, like,
Right.
and for that many people to come together and sound as
JB.
good as they do, it's great. So I'm
Yeah.
super excited.
That's
Yes.
good. So last but not least, because we know you got to go. Where can people follow the festivities? Meaning, I'm coming into town. Where's the website? If people want to donate,
Yes.
if people just want to give to what you're doing because they're excited about it, can you give them that information?
Absolutely. So donations, you can donate to our Cash App. It is $ Tulsa Juneteenth, and we take donations that way. In addition, if you go to our website, we're at tulsajuneteenth.org. You can find a full list of our schedule,
Yes.
tickets that you can purchase for outside events that are happening, and registration. And there's also a donation button there that you can click to donate there.
And so to clear up the confusion, because people call me and Charles all the time, every time these festivals come up, wanting to know how they can get preferred seating. So can you please answer that question?
So preferred seating, you can find the link on both our Instagram and Facebook. There's a square link that you can go and get preferred seating.
Yes.
Wristbands. Those are $20 this year. I know it's double the price from last year, but I'm doing double the stuff.
Yeah, so hey, it is what it is.
Call it the double up.
But listen, though, $20 for these artists. Okay, so let me ask this: $20. If I'm paying $20, is that for Friday night and Saturday night, or is that just one night?
That is for both nights.
That is for both nights.
So it's really still
$10 is $10. Yeah.
$10 a night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any volunteers? Is it too late to try to set up?
Yeah, you know what? We still have a few volunteer spaces. If they go on our website, there's a volunteer drop down, and they could sign up through Sign Up Genius to still volunteer.
Okay.
I think we may have like 10 spaces left for
Okay.
volunteers.
Okay.
And we always can use more volunteers. So if you just want to volunteer and you don't have the capabilities to go on your phone and do all the extra stuff, just go to the volunteer tent. It's left of the stage. You'll see it right in the front.
Right.
Yeah.
Go there and they'll sign you up for what is needed at that time.
Because trust me, there's going to be a job that pops up that you'll be like, oh, God, we need somebody to do that. So Eli says to mention that KBOB 89.9 FM will be there at a booth.
Yeah.
So the squad will be there.
We're going to be there in full effect. And I just want to do this. Man, let me tell you something right now, Lauren, from Uncle Bobby, from DJ JB Smooth, Damali, myself, and our whole squad. Thank you.
Yes. You're doing a phenomenal job.
You and
Yeah.
your family to keep
Yeah.
your mom. 'Cause we love your mama. We think about her most
Yeah.
this time of year. But thank you for just being who you are with your calmness. You might be bowling on the inside, but on the outside, you cool, calm, and collected at all times.
I had to get myself together before I came.
I know. I saw you do the
already know.
woosah. Yeah.
I was acting crazy. There was stuff happening. I was like, hey, this is not supposed to be happening.
Yeah, like-
we got to get it together. But, there's a lot of hard work happening. And I would be remiss if I didn't go out to say thank you to all of my staff.
Yes.
My sister is my right hand.
Yes.
And so I really appreciate Lindsay, Vasha, Portia, everybody that has been helping in the office. I mean, Lindsay has been doing things from she don't even live.
Right. Right.
She's been
still
working
making
from
it
Dallas.
happen.
Okay, but she
So,
making it happen. Yeah.
Yes, we have a really good team of people, and we have been working very hard, and so it's paying off.
Yeah. It's showtime now.
Showtime.
It is showtime.
All right.
Excited.
Well, thank
Tulsa
you.
Juneteenth,
Yeah.
2024, the largest Juneteenth in the country, is
Come
going
on.
down.
Yes.
It's been already going down, but get here this weekend. Definitely
Yes.
Friday and Saturday. We turning up. NYCU.FM and KBOB. We going by the stage.
Yeah.
We going
Yeah.
to be live.
Yes.
If you too far and you can't make it.
Listen,
But
the lives are about to get crazy. So if you listen, your phone is about to melt. We just gonna let you know already. So just don't be surprised, okay?
All right. Final thoughts before you go?
I love y'all.
We love you.
Thank you so much. I really
Yes,
appreciate you.
yes, we got you. We got you.
KBOB 89.9 FM. World One Development News. You can use Charles and Damali Juneteenth. Lauren came by and let y'all know. We'll see you
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
We'll be right back, y'all.
Yay.
Yeah. Thank y'all. I appreciate it.
All right, now tell us what we need to do about our passes. Do we? Because we don't want to come.
Let me call Lindsay because
we'll do
somebody's
that.
supposed to pick them up today.
Okay.
But I'll have them for you.
You want to take a picture?
Yeah, we're
Later
gonna sell.
today or tomorrow.
Okay.
You might just pick them up tomorrow.
Okay.
And we gonna post everything else.
Yeah.
JB, can you put the thing up there? JB.
James.
I'm in here looking regular.
There you go.
Girl, you working. Yeah, a vendor made me this shirt.
So cute. I love it.
Awesome truck is the movie that's shown all over. So they'll come back on. But this is exactly what I said. Teams for the season, they launch their own dream team. Meet you.
On the day. At
AMC is all over.
and IMAX. Yeah.
Something where as it goes.
Yeah. Oh, here's the. Oh, yeah.
Everybody got something to say. Fuck this shit. I can't win. What the fucking shit keep disconnecting. Check. Check.
A few too many.
Check. Man, this is crazy.
What happened?
Oh, nothing. I'm sorry.
We ready?
No. Yeah, we ready.
Come back.
Just getting warmed up, huh? You got that ready to go now.
KBOB, 89.9 FM, World One Development, news you can use, and we are back. Damali.
Yes.
Man, Juneteenth 2024.
I'm
North
telling y'all.
Carolina, she set it on fire. The largest in this country. Partnering them up with our partners, our special
Yes.
guests that's in here, and we're going to do some amazing things together. I am so excited about it. What about you?
Yeah, no, it's great. You know, this time of year, the energy, like the energy around here is like insane. And so to be able to, partner Juneteenth with Possum Tribe, I mean, this is gonna be amazing. I'm telling y'all, if y'all missed this is on y'all because we done tried to told you what's about to happen. Okay. Yeah.
if y'all do us a favor, just shut a line.
Yeah.
Teresa, I see you on there. My bad.
Hey, sister.
So we still on and hanging in there. So we just want to bring y'all back because we don't want to like rush out, but it's going on. But the connection is made. So now y'all will see Possum Trot up on the digital board.
Yes.
So make sure you get that. We're gonna try to make sure the QR code is on there.
Yes.
You can tap in, tag. If one of y'all can stop by, cool. If not, we're gonna act like we cousins. We part of the 111 project. Me and Damali gonna jump up there and do our little thing. But
Right.
For just one more time, for the people, some of them just not tuning in. Why do they need to come out and see this amazing? Are we calling it a movie or a documentary?
It's a movie.
It's a
This
movie.
is definitely
Make it
a movie.
official.
Yeah, it's and Benita kind of talked about this in the break. She asked Bishop Martin, hey, how much of this movie that's dramatized is true story? And he's like, 95% of it.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
even though it's not a documentary style movie, it is true story.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
It gives you some updates on the kids and the family. So it's real.
Yeah. I would say that was my favorite part is that, the updates, so you saw these kids in the movie and what they kind of went through, but then to know that they came out on the other side and what their story looks like. That was amazing.
And that's the name of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Sound of Hope.
Yeah, Sound of Hope, yeah.
So, with Angel, last year they said with sex trafficking that came out the movie The Sound of Freedom, one of the challenges was what do I do as an everyday person?
Right.
The real big drive of this movie is everybody can do something about kids in your community and rallying around them. Foster care is one of those big avenues.
Right.
But support your kids in your
Yeah.
community, figure out
Right.
and the local church is doing that. But I think there needs to be more awareness around
Sure.
the local shelter, the local place to mentor, get involved.
Yeah.
And our hope this movie is going to kick some people a little bit.
Yeah.
Kick
Hey,
something.
step
Let's
off your
go.
blessed assurance a little bit.
Yes.
Jump in.
Yes.
Molly,
I love
was
it.
saying that's why after we went to the pre-screening, that's why we had to have y'all on because a lot of times this is our part. It's just
Yes.
getting it out to the
Yes,
local,
and cheering.
national, and international people and getting people out to see it because we still trying to think about now exactly what we can do. I just want to ask y'all this: how do you even sleep at night when you have something this powerful in your hands that you know everybody needs?
Yeah.
To see? Man, how do you
Yeah.
even sleep?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, she said, well.
So I try my best to contain it, and I'm trying to really wrap myself up tightly in the Holy Spirit, so
Yeah.
that I don't just be so dogmatic. I really feel like that every church needs to be involved in some way. Everybody can do something
Right.
to help with eradicating our child welfare
Hold on, quick.
crisis.
JB, they said everybody's mic is off except Damali's. Is it the system?
Is it the mic?
You don't know?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's something like that. No, I'm
So
just saying
you
I'm on the live, so they go ahead.
They can hear?
Connected.
Yeah.
So
Can they
that-
hear you?
Keep on
Well,
sharing.
this is Eric Elliott. What they said on here, so I'm just trying to do. If I'm looking, that's the beauty of having a live audience.
Yeah. So that way you make sure.
Yeah.
Mic
The heck,
check.
guys.
I can see your phone.
Huh? It's I'm right here. It's not reading. Are you? Okay. We don't know. We don't know what's happening.
Still on KBOB, we
Okay,
stream live on a lot of different
okay,
platforms, so
okay.
we'll keep.
So
we'll,
some-
we'll let them
things
work on
are
that part.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's this idea that everybody can do something. You
Right.
can do something, whether it be that you're called to pray, but the main thing is that every church should be involved to some extent in some way regarding this.
Yeah.
Because Jesus is the healer, right?
Right.
So
Yes.
we're to be his hands and feet, right? So you can do something.
Yeah,
You can do
there's something,
And
yeah.
So the ticket is figuring out what is that something.
What that's
so
something.
That's something that I do. If you want
Right.
to know what New Joy Fellowship does, we are part of the Care Portal. They're the ones that manage that. We're
Right.
part of the Care Portal, and we utilize it to connect with families. We use it for outreach. We use it for evangelism. We use it for discipleship. I'm able to disciple others as I share with them, this is how you're going to go. We're going to go 2 by 2, and we're going to share the love of Jesus. We're going to, meet their physical needs.
them so that they know Jesus sees them. They're not alone.
Right.
right.
Come on, Chris. What you got then, Richard? I got you, my friend.
Yeah, I just think all of us want to do something. We want to make a difference in our community, and we just don't know how to do that sometimes. And so Care Portal and some of these things, we just want to create awareness to the local needs in your backyard, and then also make some connections to some resources. Because people care and they're already doing great things. Sometimes they just don't know the best thing to do.
Right.
And so if we can help them do whatever they're doing in their local community a little bit better, we want to do that. But foster care, man, we've got kids that are separated from their siblings. We've got kids that want a family, and they're waiting for somebody on the other end to say yes. And I think what's really beautiful about this story is the Black church is leading the way in this. It's creating a national movement, and I think the Black community's done a phenomenal job taking care of their own.
Yeah.
And this movie's a call to say, hey, to take care of your neighbor and take care of your city. And the Black church maybe is positioned better than ever to say, hey, we're ready to do that.
Yeah.
And lead the way in that. And so I think Bishop Martin and Bishop Blake and others that are kind of the fathers of this movement, mothers of this movement, really what this movie's about is a mama. And so, just even what we just heard, here, mama's inspiring, grandmama's inspiring, saying, hey, I can do something else. And so I think that's the time in history right now. We just believe that that's the case for this to blossom and bloom and the church rise up.
Yes.
All right, so this is going to be playing, just to recap, this is going to be playing June 19th at Cinemark in Broken Arrow at 6 o'clock p.m. It's also going to be playing at Cinemark Tulsa and IMAX at 6 o'clock p.m. and 6:15 p.m. respectively on June 19th. So that is on Juneteenth.
Yep.
You can go to angel.com.
Go to angel.com, and nationally, wherever you're at across the country, there's theaters that you can find there to find a local movie theater that you can go watch. This is the national premiere.
Yes.
The movie doesn't officially come out July 4th until July 4th weekend week.
Mm-hmm.
So this is your chance to get a sneak peek, bring some friends, and then maybe kind of dream about, hey, do you want to make a bigger deal out of this?
Right.
Do you want to buy some tickets? Do you want to rent a theater? Because stories like this matter.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we don't show up and buy tickets ahead of time, this movie will be a small little blip in the movie theater radar, But if people show up and say stories like this matter,
numbers and
stories, and I want to say this to your audience, stories of Black leaders that are making a difference now matter. And so we want stories like this to be promoted, celebrated nationally. And so if we don't show up in the theaters, we've casted our vote, right? We said that these stories don't matter.
Right.
So show up, buy a ticket.
Get your
Well,
stuff
I can co-sign for this movie. Please go watch it. I'm telling you, it is. And it's powerful.
Yeah, and I'll say lastly, because I know we got to switch gears, because you can see how we feel about y'all show.
Yes,
the movie, we can't let it go. But Damali, I just feel like just for whatever reason, over the last few years, it's kind of like churches have kind of been drying up and dying, and you feel like the church is not a part of what's going on. When you go back in the day, that's why things I feel like were different, because the church was so much more involved. But with the pandemic happening, people got used to staying at home and all of that. I'm just hopeful, and my heart is that this movie is the thing that gets us back on track, get us back connected, get us back involved, focusing on the kids, which is family anyway, and moving forward. What about you? What's your final thought?
So pastors, I think that this is that's great. Pastors, look into trying to get a private screening for your congregation. I think that it's going to make a world of difference, as far as these children who need to be cared for. And I think that's the foundation of the foundation of the Black community is the church.
Everything,
and so we need to do that, right? We need to do that.
All right, well, I guess we'll finally let y'all go.
Yes.
It's been so good having y'all in here live in the studio. We're going to continue to push this every time we have our show. Juneteenth coming up this weekend. We're going to send that to me.
Do it.
Damali and I are going to make sure it's on the big screen. We have the largest Juneteenth. It's going to be a sea of people that's going to be able to see it, going to be able to put their phone up, download it, and get their ticket. That's the best we could do. We're doing our part.
Yes.
And we'll let the Lord do the rest.
That's right.
Yes.
So y'all continue. We pray for y'all strength.
Yes.
That you can endure during this process, because y'all going to have a long way to go with this. I can see that. and we just hope, we know that God is just going to bless, and it's going to bless a lot of family, and at the end of the day, bless the kids.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, any final thoughts before we let y'all go?
Man, one of my pastor friends, Clarence Hill, pastor Antioch in Oklahoma City, he says, those that are taken to the streets are those who are winning the cultural war.
Yes.
And so on this movie, I just ask you, take to the streets, man, cast your vote, buy a ticket, figure it out, contact us if you need help figuring that out, but show up.
Yeah.
Show up. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. This is KBOB 89.9 FM World One Development News. You can use Charles and Damali. Man, 4.1 thousand. So the numbers kept going up. We'll be right back, y'all.
Yeah.
Possum Trot. You're going to have to get out to see it.
The 36th Street North Event Center is a full-scale event center where we share the experiences of the community. At the event center, you can rent space for weddings, birthday parties, receptions, concerts, Greek events, quinceañeras, and much more. We also do custom decor, linen, and centerpieces. We're located at 1125 East 36th Street North. To book your next special event, business gathering, or community event, call us at 918-200-9046.
Fitting Back In is a reintegration program designed to help those released from prison to fit back into the community as productive, valuable members of society. They help schedule various classes such as anger management, substance abuse, and mental health. They also work with different programs in the community to provide job training. If you or someone you know needs help with resources in career development, employment, or housing, to find out more information, call 918-592-3500 or stop by 2121 North Harper Avenue, Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
EduRec is a youth and family fun center located at 5424 North Madison Avenue in Tulsa, Oklahoma. At EduRec, we offer a host of activities for children and families of the Tulsa community at little to no cost. To find out about the many programs, activities, and services offered at EduRec, please visit our website, www.edurectulsa.com, or just give us a call at 918-430-3947.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The all-new KBOB 89.9 FM, Black on Black Community Radio.
And now it's time for the Hump Day Hot Topics with Charles and Damali.
hey, guess what day it is? Hump Day! Hump Day! It's Hump Day!
Hey, Mike,
Mike, Hump Day.
On news you can use.
Yes.
And we back.
All right. Yeah, we're back. All right, so we're going to hit these hot topics really quick, and we're going to move on through. So our number one hot topic, it's happening right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You guys may not have heard about it, but the headlines read, former Tulsa police lieutenant is on trial for concealing information in a felony case.
Yes.
This happens to be our very own Marcus Harper, Lieutenant Marcus Harper, right here in community policeman, upstanding guy as far as, we are concerned. But we sat in on the trial on yesterday and this morning, and just basically, I have to say, is this retaliation? Is this a distraction? Or is this factual? It's kind of where my mind went. He has been accused of concealing information and providing false statements. However, when I heard the testimony from multiple witnesses said that he wasn't provided certain information, right, from the get-go, and that the information that was given was never intended to conceal anything.
Right.
So you're just like, okay, is this retaliation for something, or is this a distraction about something? To me, it just feels like it's something different.
Yeah, and for me to go high level on it, man, we have a justice system for a reason. Man, you go in, you put your hand on the Bible, you hold your hand up, you swear,
right.
You do all of that, and it's kind of disheartening, Damali, for me to know specifically what people are saying is just not true.
Right.
And sometimes these people may be the people that's sworn to protect us.
Right.
So, but I'm glad that people show up so that you can see, because I think a lot of times people might have went into these places by themselves and may not have the opportunity to even come out.
Yeah.
Because don't nobody show up to support, just to make sure justice is served, and if it is, it's done the right way. So I just look at it, Damali, we just got to find a way locally, nationally, and internationally to just kind of rethink our morals and values and things like that, so we can just start to do things the right way. Everybody deserves fairness.
Right.
We just saying not fair, not nothing extra.
Yes.
Not nothing over, just plain fairness. And I just felt like I didn't see or feel fairness.
Right. We're talking about a guy who is a 29-year veteran of the Tulsa Police Department.
Right.
So dedicated servant, has been in that space for a long time and understands the culture of being in that space. But if it just feels like if there are things that if you go against the grain, let's just say that. If you go against the grain, then there's going to be some type of or some form of retaliation. So I will say to everyone, who has been following this case, a lot of times what happens is in the court of law is that, they try to drag it out so that you don't have enough money to defend your position, which is kind of the case here in this situation, because this case has been going on for 4 years now.
It's a long time.
A long time. So Marcus Harper has a GoFundMe that's set up.
Right.
His story is there, and his position, about this case and what has gone forward. So if you would go to GoFundMe.com, Stand with Marcus Harper Against Injustice.
Right.
Is the name, or where you can find his GoFundMe. And if you read his story, if you feel like that is something that you can conform with or align with, make a donation. I mean, his legal fees are astronomical.
Right.
You can also go to Cash App at $Marcus R. Harper. To leave a donation as well to help him and his family, because this has been traumatic. He's been off of his job without pay. And so, thankfully he has, Sugar Bears Barbecue and has some other things that he can kind of fall back on. But still, that's not the money that he was making as a 29-year veteran at TPD.
Is this trial in Tulsa or is it in Claremore?
No, it's in Tulsa.
Okay.
It's here in Tulsa. You have Rogers County that is actually the prosecutors, but it's in Tulsa County.
Yeah. But anyway, continue to follow the story. You'll probably see it all on the news tonight. Follow the story and just stay informed and stay engaged with what's going on.
And pray for the family.
And
it's a lot.
And what I'll say, between all the stuff we do in our community, man, Marcus, he come through, he laughing, he smiling, he helping. So that's all we ever see with him. So when something like this go down, we had to go firsthand ourselves to see what's what. And I feel better in my spirit knowing that what I thought, is what's true, man.
Yes.
Just a good guy.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Absolutely. All right, so our next hot topic is going to be our very own Christy Williams. She's been on this show 1,000,001 times, talking about Black History Saturdays, talking about Vanessa Hall Harper's campaign, because you guys know that she is her campaign manager.
Right.
She's been on talking about Historic Vernon AME Church, because she is a member there, but she also does the Real Black Wall Street tour. So she's just doing a lot in community. Well, she's got one other thing to put in her belt.
What is that in her belt loop?
The National Geographic Society announces the recipients of the 2024 Wayfinder Awards presented by Kia on June 6th, and she is one of the Wayfinders.
Congratulations, Christy Williams, one of our own.
Yes.
And I'm so excited about that, to see her on that big stage with all those lights.
With her little self.
Look, and Jess got back from Berlin.
Yes.
Before her feet touched the ground good, she was in D.C.
Yes.
If you don't know, Christy is representing for us, y'all.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's I don't know another Wayfinder nowhere. And I know Dr. Odawale, but I'm saying Christy is like, I don't know. Christy is the person that I know. So, but her, Ashley, and all, just congratulations, man. But we highlight Christy today.
I would say, because we went to church with Christy, for years, before any of us started doing this stuff.
Yeah,
really.
Then her mama roughed me up in Domino's, and I rough her mama up in Domino's. Then she roughed me up in Domino's again.
Right.
It's a family affair with us.
Family affair.
So we got to celebrate each other. Just remember, y'all, we have to celebrate all. But let's do a better job of celebrating each other.
This is the thing. A win for one of us is a win for all of us, right? And we've got to understand that. This is an opportunity for people all around the globe, because if you know anything about National Geographic, with that little yellow frame, then you know that publication goes all across the world. There are so many people that see that, and so now Tulsa, it now becomes in the spotlight when we talk about Black History Saturdays, when we talk about history of Black folks in Tulsa, period.
So we salute you, Christy. We love you.
Yes.
We can't wait till you get back. Okay, now let's get into this Black History Trivia. Quick shout out. Yes. Polo Powell said he was in the house. Sorry, y'all. We was trying to get some other stuff done. Corey D said we outside.
Hey, Corey.
And that's facts. But let's get to this Black History Trivia so we get up out of here.
All right, Black History Trivia. Who was the NAACP's first field secretary in Mississippi? Was it A, Medgar Evans? Was it B, Ella Baker? Was it C, Fannie Lou Hamer? Or D, John Lewis? Looks like JB and Eli said A. AJ and Charles said C, and Kool-Aid said D.
Uh-oh.
And I don't know.
We all over the
I think,
board
yeah,
today.
we all over the board. And there's so many viewers that I can't go back to see whoever else said whatever else. So if you said A, Medgar Evans.
Makes you 4-0 for the week.
Medgar Evers
am
was
swinging.
an American civil rights activist and the NAACP's first field secretary in Mississippi. He was assassinated by Byron de la Beckworth. He was a devoted husband and father, a distinguished World War II veteran, and a pioneering civil rights leader. His job as the first field secretary was to organize protests and voter registration drives, recruiting new workers into the civil rights movement, and pushing for school integration.
That was my second answer.
That was your second answer?
But
Yeah,
they said
right.
go with your first mind.
I told you to go with JB.
And my first mind let me down.
And your first mind let you down.
My first mind let me down. So next time I'm going to go with my second mind.
So,
anyway,
so
All you had to do
sad.
was go JB.
congratulations
Yes.
to those that got it.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show,
You're
Big
welcome.
Cal
Manita
Washington.
said, what?
I know. Welcome to the show, Stacey Adams.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, Yamedi Claude. And the others, Roy Torres, welcome to the show.
Hey,
Jermaine Arnett, a lot of people on there. We appreciate all of y'all. We don't take nothing for granted.
Yes.
For y'all jumping on with news you can use. So we got about another 10 minutes. We're going to try to get out of here. So
Yes.
let's get over to
All right.
the upcoming events.
Upcoming
JB give
events.
us some movie. We're gonna move and groove with it.
Yeah.
Y'all groove with us for the next 10 minutes. We're going to get on out of here. Let us
Yeah, we're
let
gonna
y'all
be
know
on.
what's going on.
Here, una momento.
In a momento.
Okay, so
Hey.
upcoming events. The 36th Street North Event Center has dates available if you're looking for a place to hold your wedding, birthday party, banquet, repast dinner, community event, etc. Give us a call at 918-200-9046 to reserve your spot. EduRec, Youth and Family Fun Center, started their summer camp on last Monday, or I guess 2 Mondays ago. It's scheduled June 3rd through the 28th. If you need a fun and safe place for your children to go for summer, we still have a few slots available, so you can go by EduRec at 5424 North Madison Avenue, or give us a call at 918-430-3947.
I'm trying to do this fast. Quick shout out to Angie Walker. Your mom, my mom.
Yes.
Miss Barbara Benson.
Yes.
Miss Caddy.
Yes.
Mateo.
Cadence.
Cadence.
Bree.
Isham. Bree.
Yes, Sabri.
Sabri, my cousin Brenda.
Your cousin Brenda. Diamond.
Breezy. Diamond.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm
Who
doing
else?
good.
Yeah, you're doing really good.
Ooh, I don't know. That's where I'm at, y'all.
And all the rest of the staff.
And
How
everybody
about
else that's
that?
in the building, love
Right.
y'all.
We're a little bit older, so sometimes we forget,
Hey,
you know.
but charge it to our head, not our heart, right?
Yes, yes. All right. Of course, you heard about Juneteenth. That's going to be happening this weekend. Of course, the 5K and 1 mile sunrise run/walk is going to be happening. National recording artist Kiki Wyatt, Tamar Braxton, and H-Town will be performing. Don't forget, for more information, go to TulsaJuneteenth.org.
Thank you to Lauren Corbett Evans for coming in, man. She on fire, Damali.
Yes,
she got the
absolutely. And she
braids
should be.
done.
She
The
should
gold was shining in the ear.
Yes,
hook.
her-
I mean,
her
she
earring,
ready.
yeah.
She ready.
All right, so there's going to be a groundbreaking ceremony. We didn't talk about this, but there's going to be a groundbreaking ceremony for the new Rudisill Regional Library.
Yes.
It's going to be taking place on Friday, June 14th at 11 o'clock a.m. at 1017 North Greenwood Avenue. If you are interested in attending, then you need to RSVP to Latanya, LATONYA .Davis at TulsaLibrary.org, or give them a call at 918-549-7367.
I'm excited about this new library, y'all. So
Yes.
show up if you can. We definitely going to be there live.
Absolutely, and I'm
Quick-
so happy that the library is going back to Greenwood.
Quick shout out to Joe Washington. Thanks for tuning in. Keon
Hey,
Johnson
hey.
said Oklahoma City is in the house.
Hey,
J.
hey,
Cole,
hey.
my niece, is tuning in. Are
Hey.
you still in Seattle or y'all went to Washington State? They be moving around.
Right.
Robert Sparks. welcome to the show.
Welcome. All right, calling all former band members
Uh-oh.
and anyone who is excited about the Booker T. Washington T Connection Band. They need your support. They're looking for people to sponsor a Hornet for the Grambling State University 2024 Summer Band Camp that's going to be happening June 23rd through the 29th. The cost is $450 per student. Contact the BTW Band Parent Organization at btwbpo@gmail.com. If you know anything about the bands that happen in any Tulsa public schools, they are not funded by the school.
Right.
So every dollar that they raise for anything that they do, whether it's uniforms, instruments, whatever, it has to be raised by the band parent organization.
Guess what?
So we need to do that.
The reason why you support that because Uncle Bobby went. to Booker T.
And did.
And now the Eating Out Band.
And did you know that Uncle Charlie Wilson was drum major?
Over there at Booker T. Washington.
Gotta
Now, I
ask
ain't just
somebody.
tooting the horn for Booker T. I ain't go to Booker T, y'all. Don't call me on my phone. I'm just saying when you support young people, because at one point, believe it or not, Uncle Bob and Charlie Wilson was young.
Mm-hmm.
And they was at school, and they just had aspirations.
Yeah.
And they great today.
Exactly.
Like that.
Exactly. And so, support those kids, okay? Uncle Bobby and the Eating Out Band is going to be performing on June 14th at Juneteenth. At 7:45 p.m. So make sure that you go out and support the Eating Out Band. That's going to be great.
The 13-piece baby is back.
Okay.
And ain't chicken wings either.
The Oklahoma Rage women's tackle football. Their next home game is going to be happening in Sand Springs on June 15th. So you can, if you are interested in that, you can go to Oklahoma Rage on Facebook for more information. Now, this is one special to me, and I didn't put it on here. June 16th. Happy Father's Day.
Yes.
Want to say Happy Father's Day to the men right here in the studio.
Me and JB Smooth.
Yes,
It ain't
Uncle
easy
Bobby
being a
as
daddy.
well. Uncle Bobby
And
as
Uncle
well.
Bobby.
Yes.
JB, happy Father's Day to you.
Hey,
man.
you swing
Yes.
back at you, Big Charles. So
Yes,
happy Father's Day.
Happy
sir.
Father's Day to you guys. And if you did not know, and Charles, you should know this, but if you did not know, Chick-fil-A is giving all the dads a free meal on Father's Day.
Yeah,
On
right.
Sunday when they close?
Yeah, they close on Sundays.
Yes.
Well, maybe it's Saturday.
That's a joke.
Maybe it's a Saturday.
Is that a joke?
I don't know.
That is a joke.
Let me see.
Everybody know Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays.
Maybe
So
it's
don't try to-
Saturday.
Well,
You must
find
not-
out and let us know.
I'll find out.
Hey, quick shout out to Melvin Jones. Welcome to the
Yes.
show. Tori Savage, welcome to the show.
All right. All right, and then Uganda Missions, the last thing. Uganda Missions 2024 is taking place on July 15th through 23rd. We're also accepting donations at world1development.com/Uganda-missions. No amount is too large or small. Please consider donating today.
Man, it's been a big show.
It has been.
Let's hit these birthdays.
Birthdays really quick. June 12th, which is today, right? Michelle Cullum.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, she was the director of Stu. And Salima Karoma, who is also the
Hold on. Before we go, I just want to say, at least that's what Mama said
I
on
know,
JB
that's
drop.
it.
I know, I'm sorry, y'all, I don't know, but JB did that drop when he said, but at least that's what Mama said.
Yes.
That sticks in my
That
mind.
is
But she
funny.
did, the director of Stu, that great stage play.
Yeah.
So, good stuff.
Yes. Okay. Salima Karoma is she is actually the director of Dreamland: The Burning of Black Wall Street, which won an Emmy.
We won an Emmy.
We won an Emmy.
You gotta say it with your
Yes,
chest.
gotta
I'm
say
talking
it
about,
with your
JB.
chest.
So that's the reason why we are Emmy-winning show.
Yes.
Because of that documentary that we all
Yes.
played a role in.
We all participated.
So happy birthday.
Yes. June 13th, Pastor Stephen Kaperi over in Uganda. It is his birthday, as well as ZZ Cummings and Mallory Williams of Mealy Juicers.
Hey, happy birthday. Pastor Kaperi, we're going to bring your gifts to Uganda. We'll be there in a month.
Okay. June 16th, Big Rob Clay from
Man.
Love and R&B. It's his birthday.
Happy birthday, my brother down there in Oklahoma City. Boy, can sing up a storm.
Man. And June 18th is Uncle Chester's birthday.
Uncle Chess, shout out to Uncle Chess down there in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Happy birthday, Unc.
And don't forget, you can hit us up on any of our social media platforms. That is World One Development, EduRec Youth and Family Fun Center, Fitting Back In, Prison Re-Entry, and the 36th Street North Event Center.
Final thoughts, JB Smooth, before we get out of here, man.
Yeah, just keep it cool out there, man. It's going to be a hot weekend. It's going to be scorcher. It's going to be a scorcher.
Once again, Dr. Fairdew, he probably going to pop in next week. Man, he vacationing. But again, be hydrated. Start getting hydrated right now.
Yes.
Because it's going to be very hot out there. We want nobody to have a heat stroke.
No, not at all. And also, before we go, I want to say one last thing. Shout out to Oasis Fresh Market. If you did not know, they are part of the Summer Cafe. And over the last week, or the last 14 days, they have fed 800 kids breakfast and lunch.
That's when it's more than just groceries.
Exactly. Shout out to Dr. Ebony Johnson and TPS. They did a good Summer Cafe kickoff with them on last week. So we want to just make sure that you guys know Oasis is open every day until August 14th, Monday through Friday. They'll serve breakfast from 9 o'clock a.m. until 10 o'clock a.m. and lunch from 12 o'clock p.m. until 2 o'clock p.m.
Now I know where I'm going to eat every day.
It says every kid under 18 is welcome.
Oh, yeah, I can't
You
pass
look a
no
little
kid.
bit, that gray in your beard kind of gives it away.
Joyce Anderson, welcome to the show.
Yes. So make sure you go by Oasis. If you have some kiddos that need breakfast and lunch, make sure you swing by Oasis. All the meals are first come, first serve, but that's what we're all about.
And here's the ticket. This is why you support AJ and Oasis and his staff, because look, free. Every now and then the cornflakes might be a little high because it's just one Oasis Fresh Market. But when you feeding 800 kids in 14 days, JB, it's something to be said.
Absolutely.
That's absolutely marvelous and spectacular, indubitably fabulous of them to do.
All right, we got to get out of here, y'all, man. Y'all have a great weekend. If you want to help us continue to stay on the air, please consider donating to Eden Media Services to help our community radio continue to stay on the air. You can send your cash donation made payable to Eden Media Services at 1216 North Lansing Avenue. Sweet D, we moved on up, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74106. This has been news you can use with your boy Charles Harper, that's me.
And Damali Wilson, that's me.
And JB Smooth is on the ones and twos. And so until next week, we'll see you guys.
Hey, guess what? You can advertise right here on the show anytime you want to. All you got to do is reach out to World One Development via Facebook. That's at World One Development via Facebook. Inbox message, whatever you got to do. Get that message to the team, and they will take care of you. You want to get your doors dinging and your phone cha-chinging or something like that?
Yes.
World One Development. News you can use with Charles Harper and Damali Wilson. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program belong solely to the hosts, their guests, and not necessarily to this station, organization, committee, or other groups or individuals associated with KBOB 89.9 FM and Eden Media Services. Y'all have a great day. We do apologize for the technical glitches earlier with the audio in the show. Bobby got some new gear in here, so some things weren't all the way connected like they should have been. But we got them fixed midway. Thank you guys for being a part of the day. Thank you for sticking with us through all of that, because we know it can be something. Anything else, guys?
No,
Love
that's
y'all.
it. Love y'all.
Peace
See
out.
y'all at Juneteenth.
Yep.
See you at Juneteenth.
Thank you.